Did you know that cargo trailer conversions are a hot topic right now? If you didn't, just do a search on cargo trailer conversions and see what you can come up with. Today we're going to do a walkthrough on some projects we have in the shop, show you our spin on cargo trailer conversions, and just to show you that the possibilities are endless. In the cargo trailer world, there is a bunch of stuff out there. There is the all aluminum trailers, which we're not going to talk about today. In our industry, what it boils down is your aluminum skin steel structure or your all steel. Your aluminum skin steel structure is more for residential use, not commercial. Your all steel trailer, like the one we're going to show today, is more for commercial use, or if you're looking for something that's going to last you a long time. We have several customers that have these trailers that have been in the market for 20 plus years that use them 5 and 6 days a week in heavy construction. These trailers are used in infrastructure construction, if you're in Texas in the oil field, if you're up north in the oil field. They're used for all different types of things, but you can use these if they fit your budget for your own purposes. I've seen anything from hunting camps made out of these, living quarters like RV, like some of the conversions you'll see if you do a search on that. Mobile mechanic trailers, the possibilities are endless. So I'm going to show you what this one's constructed out of today and kind of show you the differences. If you look over here at the wall, it's all welded square tubing and rectangular tubing construction. All the seams are seam sealed, and then it is primed, and then it is painted. This trailer comes with a rail for a tie-off rail. This can be removed. This is not structural. This is just if you want to put something up against the wall and tie it. If you look down at the floor, this is one thing that sets this trailer apart. This is a WW. A lot of the lower end trailers are going to have a 3/4 plywood floor. This has a 2x6 tongue and groove treated floor that has been installed and painted. Very rarely will we ever replace a floor in one of these. Usually the only time we replace a floor if it's been overloaded or there's been some damage to the floor, or if they've been up north in heavy wet areas, or where they're applying some type of salt to the road for de-icing. Sometimes that will eat on the floor a little bit, but very rarely will we replace a floor in this. So like I said, this is kind of a tank of a cargo trailer. It's going to be quite a bit more expensive than if you're buying the aluminum skin steel frame trailers. But this trailer here, if you take good care of it, keep the paint up on it, it will last you forever, and there's just a ton you can do with it. This one here happens to have a ramp door. They also make this in double butterfly doors, and it has a side entry. This is just a stock unit. This is how this would come from the factory, painted inside and out. No bells or whistles, no interior lights, no venting, no nothing. It is just a basic pallet ready for you to create whatever you want to with it. So we're going to step over into another trailer we've been working on that we do quite a few of these and just show you the things we've done to that one. This trailer we're going to look at is pretty much the same thing as the basic trailer with a few options. These trailers are required to have no interior cable assist, so we have to put a different hinge mechanism on them. So you have a vertical and a horizontal hinge on them. It's just requirements on it, so you can get it both ways. So let's open this up and show you. It's a little bit different. Help if I unlock it. So as we step in here, one thing you'll notice, we don't have to use the flashlight like we did earlier. So we have basic interior lighting. It's going to be kind of shadowy. They don't require a ton of light on this. And if you look up, let me step out of the way, see if we can get a picture of the light we use. We use this light specific because it holds up really well in severe duty applications. They're easy to get a hold of in case one of the guys knocks one off. If they burn out, you can find them in a lot of places, different brands, different manufacturers, but they'll wire in easily. They'll bolt right up. That's something we try to do on this trailer, is to make it to where if you do have an issue, it can repair it in the field almost anywhere. So what this is a mobile, basically a mobile parts trailer and mechanic trailer, if you will. Over here we have shovel storage. And if you notice the way this is all fab, then it's attached to the walls with fasteners. So it's modular. It can be taken out if you need to convert it back into a basic bare bones cargo trailer, or if you say, hey, this shovel rack's not working here, we can unscrew it, put something else in its place, and not have to cut and weld and repaint and go through all that stuff. So this is just kind of hand tool storage. It's got some more hand tool and rigging storage behind you here. Again, same construction. It's got the heavy floor in it, but you'll notice these shelves. These are some thick 14 gauge shelves. that are welded outside the trailer, painted, then installed. So these can be removed if you ever had to go back. This will be good for storage. This would be good if you're needing something for a show trailer application, or maybe you're a mobile mechanic. We have several mobile mechanics around here that have trailers similar to this. They have their chest toolboxes in them. Then they can put their parts in, keep an inventory on their parts, have workbenches, all kinds of stuff. We also do flush mount lighting on the ceilings that you can light one of these up. It looks like daylight in here. Our lighting package that we put in a trailer this long on the ceiling would usually run 6 LED light panels, and it almost needs sunglasses. We'll see if we can get up here and see this. It's not gonna be too dark. So we have 110 power in here, 20 amp. These are for battery charges for their cordless tools is the main thing they use these for, flashlights and cordless tools to recharge. So we have a 2-gang set up there, and we have another 2-gang set up here. And if you notice this little box up here with all the lights on it, trailer is completely off grid. It is solar powered, and it stores and works off of battery power. And we'll show that here shortly. If you'll look down on the floor, if we can get some light, you have a large inverter and you have 2 batteries. So your options on batteries, this client prefers to use a wet battery. So these are Group 24 deep cycle batteries in a fully vented case that will vent any of the gases to the outside. We have a large inverter. This inverter also has a temp sensor that goes in the batteries. So if for some reason the batteries were to get hot, if these are down south where the temperatures can get extreme, it will shut the converter off or the inverter off for safety reasons. But everything in here is vented, solar powered, so you get 110 power. And now it's not gonna run, your skill saw all day long. That's not what this is designed to do. But if you put enough lithium batteries, enough solar, and a big enough inverter, that is very real. I mean, you could run skill saw, you could run table saw, you could run refrigerator, you could do a lot of stuff. You'll see a lot of these trailers that have been converted over into living area trailers. Somebody may want this as the deer lease, or maybe the elk camp. They'll put some beds in here, they'll put heat, they'll put AC, put some windows. That can be done on these trailers. It can be done on the aluminum skin steel frame trailers as well. Something I didn't mention, but if you need to, if you'll look where this square tubing is, this is 1 inch here. On the sidewalls, it's 1.25 inches. We install foam insulation in these, then we will cover this. So we'll make an insulated trailer just to help keep some of the heat out, and if they're going up north, to help keep the cold out for sure. But these shelves here, super solid. Like I said, 14 gauge broke steel with rectangular tubing legs. Then they are attached to the walls with fasteners. You can store a ton of product in here. You can roll your wheelbarrows in and out. If you're in an off-grid situation, I have seen people use these. Maybe they're building their own home on their homestead. This is where they keep all of their tools, keep them from getting stolen, and to keep them out of the weather. So we're gonna go outside. We'll show you the solar panel we use on this. You can use a small solar panel. We choose to use a large solar panel. That way these guys don't have any trouble. You can also add a secondary solar panel, and you can bump up to more batteries, or you can go to the larger lithium batteries. Just whatever your budget allows you to do in that. The lithium batteries are quite a bit more expensive than the deep cycles. So let's step outside. We're gonna make the camera lady get on a ladder and hopefully not fall off. As you can see here, we have a 100-watt solar panel on the top. The wires come through a cable hatch. We'll see if we can show that here on the front. So it's a nice weather-tight seal, runs down to the charge controller. Probably the most important thing on here. If you hook this straight to your batteries with no charge controller, you will have a battery explosion, guaranteed. So don't do that. So these are some things you can do. Like the solar and the batteries alone just opens it up to lots of different options on the inside with the inverter. Multiple size inverters you can get, multiple size batteries you can get, whether that's wet or lithium. Hook fridge, you run a microwave if you put a big enough system. AC, you can do AC, but you're going to have a lot of battery storage and a lot of sunlight coming in to keep those dudes charged. So you may have to do a full bank of solar up here. But these are just some options you can do that make it nice. If maybe you're building your off home, maybe you're working off grid. This would be a good place at the end of the day to lock all your tools up, to keep them out of the weather, and to plug those battery chargers in to charge your battery so you're ready to go the next morning. So we're gonna hop down, show you a couple other things, and wrap this up. On the front here, we do have a lockable expanded metal basket. This is for fuel storage, whether that's propane, whether that's gas, but you can put it in here, it's well ventilated, lock it up. And this, again, this basket is modular. It attaches on with fasteners, so you can add it or you can delete it at any time if you need to reconfigure things. It's pretty nice. A lot of storage in here, and you can put a lock and keep the honest people honest. If a thief wants in here, they're gonna do like everything you know as well as I do. They're gonna work, but make them work for it. Let's show you the last thing on this. This will be good if you're working after hours, maybe you're in the dark, and you're having to put stuff up late at the end of the day. A lot of our guys, they start early in the morning before the sunrise and they end after the sun sets. So we have some exterior lights on here to show those real quick. So we have lights on the curbside over here. That way, if you need to set up some sawhorses, maybe you're working out here after dark, and on the back ramp just to help you load your gear in and out of in the night. We do this style light. We also put light bars on them that give you a flood spot. You know, you can really light up the area. This is just a basic light install for this that won't completely suck down the batteries, that will give them plenty of light for what they're doing and also give them plenty of juice to charge their batteries on their cordless tools at the end of the day. In case you're looking for some solar options, maybe you've thought about it, don't know what to do, I'll leave some links in the description below to show you what we use. Also show you the lights that we use interior and exterior, so it may help you out with your cargo trailer conversion. So I hope that shows you some different spins on cargo trailer conversions. I don't know about you, but I'm probably addicted to cargo trailer conversions. I get up on Sunday mornings when everybody else is asleep, just me and the dog and a cup of coffee, and I watch cargo trailer conversions. I really like the ones that people are turning them into living quarters, RVs, maybe air-conditioned tents. I really love those, and I'm gonna keep watching them. So I encourage you to watch those, watch these. If you have any questions about this or some more of the possibilities, leave those in the comment below, and we'll see you soon.